So welcome to the cooking class tonight, and tonight we have a very special menu because our menu is going to be rust. And for the menu tonight we're going to have a beautiful crisp white business suit or business shirt, and a can of baked beans for the main course, and cauliflower. Also, we're going to show you how to prepare your guests for rust. We have a business shirt. Now, to prepare this for a nice rusty effect, first you really need to take a mortar and pestle, and we're going to give the shirt a good pounding. So start in the collar area, because that's the toughest area, and pound away. For those of that you have an electric blender, I would not suggest it for an electric blender because you just need to have this done by hand. It's the best way. Now once you've softened the material, then find a ginger grater, and that's perfect for getting just the right flavours and aging techniques. Just by giving it a nice little rub, we end up with a great aged technique. There we go. Can you see that? And a little bit more. And a little bit more. Fantastic. We can already see that our work is beautiful. It's happening. And a little bit more. Fantastic. Alright. So I've prepared a pot of nice boiling water, to which I've added some coffee granules, some salt, a little bit of seasoning, not too much, we don't want to harden your arteries, and for a bit of spice we'll add some pepper. We've got that nice and warm, so give that a nice stir, make sure the water's nice and hot, and then you're going to add the shirt. Now let's have a look. That's come up to a beautiful rolling boil, and I think that's just about done. Perfect, aged beautifully. Just need to pop that out now. Here we go. Fantastic. Oh, fantastic. That looks just great, and it smells beautiful too. Okay. Okay, so for our first course we're going to do a can of baked beans. Now really you need to know that fresh is best, and if you can see, this one which I've picked is just a little bit too green. You want the baked beans to be just ripe, and so here we have one here, and you'll see that the baked beans are beautifully done. So we're going to empty those out now. And then we need to start the process on the can. So we want the can to end up a beautiful, beautiful rust. Okay? Now to start this process, we're just going to have to step outside so you can see. But I can start the process here, and you can too at home. Alright? Now if my assistant would kindly hand me the hammer, I'll show you how this is done. isn't that lovely? But of course, folks, it's not quite ready yet. With still a little bit of the process to go through to make that just beautiful. Naturally, this is a long process, and so what we need to do now is dig a nice little hole in the back garden, bury it, and it's best to be left probably over the wet season, and by about May or June next year, this should be beautiful. Now, naturally, we don't have time in this class to do that, so here's one that I prepared earlier, and this should be the end result. Now, isn't that beautiful? Alright, and just a little later I'm going to show you how that will make a beautiful stir fry. Thank you. Alright, and for main course we're going to prepare a special rust cauliflower. This is one that I've picked from my garden. And what we're going to do is we're going to use a very special rust paste to prepare our cauliflower. But first you must remove all of the green leaves from the cauliflower. That's very important. Alright, so there's no green showing. And here I've got my special rust paste. And a brush. So what we do is apply this paste liberally because we do want it to soak in to create that very special rust effect and rust flavour. So once we've done that, we just need to let this rest, best in the refrigerator, for about 3 to 4 hours. And then we can then use the second coat, the patina finish. Now I've prepared one earlier. I'll get my assistant to bring that over so that you can see the finished effect. Here we go. Just have to take that, thank you. And there we have beautiful rust effect, and that's just going to be heaven. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that stunning? There we go. And finally, we're now going to prepare our guests. In a nice wok, get the wok quite hot. Today I'm using peanut oil because this is going to be a slightly oriental style of rust guest stir fry. And here we go, and we have our guest here. And the best thing to do with this is we need to fold it, making sure the oil is nice and hot, and we just need to add that to the oil, and here we go. Beautiful. Oh, lovely. Okay, we've stir fried that, and look what we have now. Beautifully aged. Isn't that lovely? But to complete the process, we need to add a few more ingredients. And here I have some beautiful ingredients here, which we're going to add to the wok. This needs to be stir fried just for a few moments, and then we're going to place it into the oven. And just for the final bit of the process, it gets baked in the oven at 180 degrees for about 15 minutes. Okay, so we're just going to get this out of the oven now and see what it looks like. And here we go. Now isn't that beautiful? And it's all about presentation, I think. It's all about the way that you finish a plate off that makes it look that extra bit delicious. I think it just needs a little bit of seasoning, and so a little bit of ground pepper, and that's going to be fabulous. There we go. And so that's the finale of our cooking class. However, we've got at least an hour's worth of treats for you coming up very, very shortly, where you're going to learn the delights and the most wonderful things about rusting and decay and our bodies and aging and all of those wonderful things. I hope you enjoy. Thank you.